Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of course, Hotel Charlie. And just like Donovan said, we better get into what we gotta get into. This, of course, is Donovan from his 1970 album, Open Road. This is the song Ricky Tikki Tavi. Obviously, Donovan's the guy who got the Beatles into drugs, and he had something to do with the Zodiac Killer. He's a pretty cool guy. Let's turn this down before we get a copyright claim. We already have enough experience with copyright claims, enough, interactions with YouTube copyrights. Of course, last week's video had edits in it because I was playing clips from Saturday Night Live, and I guess I did a little too much without enough commentary, and YouTube had alerted me before the video went up, yes, this video is blocked because of copyright. And I go, oh, what's the problem? People in Russia aren't going to be able to see the video? Because that's normally how the copyright claims go. They're like, hey, that 2 seconds of something you played, yeah, Bangladesh people don't like that sort of stuff. You can't show your video in Bangladesh. Go, hey, Bangladesh people they don't like my videos. It's no problem. Let's see where this is banned. I'll take care of it. It's no skin off my ass. And then YouTube alerted me. Like I said, I read the alert, and it said, it's been banned in the world. So I thought, well, geez, that's a pretty wide net. So, whatever. Edited the video and uploaded it back up, and that's what you guys saw last week. Anyway, that's enough about that. I'm wearing these gloves because over the weekend I was visiting some family members and I was the victim of an acid attack. I was sitting next to a beautiful woman and I guess I was talking to her a little too much and her boyfriend came up to me and threw a cup at me. I dodged it, but I go on the ground. I fall over, my glasses fall off, and I'm looking for my glasses. I'm touching the ground, I'm touching the acid. My hands melted. So, for your guys' sake, I put these gloves on because I don't want anyone to see my exposed bone and muscle and fat and veins and blood. There's blood all in these gloves. I have to swap them out like twice an hour. It's disgusting. How was your guys' weekend? This, of course, was past week was Thanksgiving. I recorded the last episode a couple days before, so I didn't get to talk about my holiday and my Black Friday, but don't worry, we will. We will get into that. I'm going to talk about how I visited my family and all the awkward passive aggressiveness that goes on during the holidays when you see people you haven't seen in a very long time. I did some Black Friday shopping. Luckily, these gloves were on sale because, like I said, I'm going through a lot of them. But for right now, shield your eyes. I will take them off because I can't operate the computer because the mouse and the touchpad don't work with big fat gloves on. I am drinking a Genesee, if you see that there. It's party time. I just spent the last 4 days drinking with my friends, so I'm keeping the tradition alive to pretend like I'm still hanging out with people. What's the first thing I want to show you, though? Now let's get into the show. Like Donovan said, better get into what we got to get into. I wanted to show you this. Where is my mouse? Let me show you this. Do you guys remember 2 weeks ago, the first episode of season 2 of Hotel Charlie, I talked about how I got a new license plate for my car, and my license plate says Mrs. 69 on it. Well, everybody thought that was funny, and we all shared a few laughs back at home. During the holidays, everyone got to take a look at my car and saw for sure, yep, he's not lying. It does say Mrs. 69. Well, while I was driving around with Colin, you know him, you love him, Colin Blair. Where's the applause button for Colin here? All right, you know him, you love him, Colin Blair. That's right. Colin Blair, everybody. Well, he and I were driving around, and guess what we saw? We saw this guy. I almost couldn't believe it. Do you guys see this? I saw this car driving around. It's my compatriot, Mr. 69. We found him, everybody. Just when I thought that I was the only guy in the world with a sleazy car, a sleazy, slutty license plate, I went, this guy gets it. I met my friend, Mr. 69, and then I pulled him over, and we shared oral sex with each other. So that was nice. How do I get the hell out of here? That was funny, though. Isn't that funny? Of all the cars in Pennsylvania, I found my friend. Don't go stealing that license plate, by the way, and trying to kill that guy or get him arrested for crimes he didn't commit. Please. Of course, we're taking the first sip of the show. I usually plow through water here because I talk a lot, and I guess after all these beers, my mouth is a little dry, but I don't want you to sit in silence, so I'm going to find a little song to play for you while we drink. We'll do the Twilight Zone again. That's always scary. Let's chase that water with a beer. Isn't that crazy, though? I found that guy. Colin and I were just driving, and then I looked up. I went, hey, there's the Mr. 69. And then I went, oh, I better get a picture. This is actually crazy. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, Harrison, it's a license plate. There's 47,000 different variations of Mr. and Mrs. 69. Okay, find me all of them then if it's that easy. What else we got here? This is just more of an update for you guys. I wear glasses, and I didn't always wear glasses. I started wearing them like halfway through last season. And you know what people tell? And I've told this story before. I told it last season, but I'll give the quick version. I didn't think I needed glasses, but I got a free $100 rebate. I'm going to burp here real quick. I'll mute myself. I got a free $100 cash back from my insurance company through work if I took an appointment, and I was about to quit in Utah and move back to Pennsylvania, so I decided, well, I'll just get an eye doctor's appointment because that'll be the easiest thing to run in and out of, and it'll probably be the cheapest. So I went to the eye doctor, scheduled an appointment, not thinking that I needed glasses, but just thinking that I needed $100. And then when I left, they informed me that, yes, you have terrible vision. Anyway, so something your mother always tells you is, hey, don't wear glasses too long or you'll, holy shit, don't wear glasses that don't belong to you for too long. You'll ruin your vision. Well, these glasses are prescription glasses, but I could see fine without them. Until now. Now that I wear them every day, when I take them off, I'm blind. So just so you guys know, when you're looking at your mother and going, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about. I can wear glasses as long as I want. They're not going to hurt you. Not going to hurt me. They will. They will hurt you. And I need these glasses, but I was fine without them, and now I actually need them. So I guess that's a good scam for eye doctors to pull, is like, just give a guy a prescription. Wait a month, his eyes will get used to the prescription, and then when he takes them off thinking it's the wrong prescription, his eyes won't work anymore. So now he knows he needs those glasses that you gave him, and he needs to go back to the eye doctor every 6 months to make sure that he's still blind, and he will be, because you ruined his vision. Anyway, what else is going on here? Did you guys see in the news that, this is a couple weeks ago, Vladimir Putin, the Russian guy, where is that? Vladimir Putin said that anyone involved in helping Ukraine in this war is going to be killed. So that's scary. I guess I talked about that a couple weeks ago with the whole Trump thing, blah, blah, blah. But I'm on the side of Ukraine, of course, as any right-minded person should be, because they're the underdog, and that's the one you make the most money on if you bet on them. So in order to help these Ukrainians, I was looking into actually adopting one. I couldn't find any adoption sites, but I did find a mail-order bride site. This is rosebrides.com. Let's read a little here. Rose Brides is dedicated to helping you find your perfect match by making it easy to search the world over for your soulmate and life partner. Here you'll find many potential matches. Russian and Eastern European women, as well as Asians and Latinx Americans who you would otherwise not have the opportunity to meet. If they're Latin Americans, then, or I guess Latin America can be South America, right? I'm just so used to hearing like African American and, well, that's pretty much the only one we add American to, but I'm so used to that, I just assume they're from America, but I guess Latin America is still South America. Anyway, I wanted to rate some of these women. Rate, R-A-T-E. T as in Titleist. So let's look. I actually haven't looked at this site much. That's a lie. I've looked at this a lot. I even have an account. I'm not signed in on this computer though, but I have shared some messages with these women. Angela Barrett, she hasn't responded back, but I did like her I liked her picture a lot because I really liked this nail polish that she was holding. but she never responded to me. I don't know. She's only 21 though, so I'll give her a break. She's going through college and she doesn't want to be hassled by a guy like me. And Lord knows I hassle these women. I harass these women. I'm texting them. I'm calling their places of business and leaving messages on the phone to their boss. They don't like me at all. But it's not illegal because their information's on the site. Zenad. She's cute. She's 25, a little more closer to my age. Actually, these women are both equally different in age as me. But I like an older woman, a woman with a little more wisdom to her. Which I'll admit, I was thrown off a little by the braces when I saw her first, because I was thinking, like I said, oh, you know, she's got wisdom. But then it's like, but she looks like she's 13. I'm already ordering a mail order bride. Is someone going to give me shit for that if I order a mail order bride and she looks really young? And this might be like a, what's it called? This might be like a McLovin type tactic where she actually is like 16, but she might not want to fake her age to be 21. She's going to go, how many 21-year-olds do you think are in this city? So she changed it to something like 25, even though she's got braces and it's really obvious that she's not. Or this could just be an old picture. God knows. I should have been looking at the Ukrainians, actually. What am I saying? This is just a little intro to this segment. But you can scroll up here and up top, and they've got a section by country, and we're going to look for some Ukrainians. This is what I'm talking about. Let's get some music going in the background while we think about this. Where the hell is my mouse? Can we play like some copyright? Give me a second here. We're going to pull up some copyright-free love music. Got to type it in here. Romantic piano.
Video creator?
There's an ad. Great. I'm not signed into my ad-free account on this computer. Wow, this is really going to shit, isn't it? All right, here. Let's see what we got. Okay. So this is our Ukrainian wife. Her name is Ivana Mykola. Is that an Austin Powers name? Is that like a... That's what I say when I go to the bar, but I'm looking for a Pepsi. Ivana Mykola, right? What the hell's a cola, by the way? I like this girl, Nina. She's 19. But the more beautiful they are, the harder it is to argue with the age-old saying, I mean, it's legal. I don't know what to tell you. It's legal. She's got really nice... I like her sleeve, and I like her lips. I usually don't like lipsticks on women. I don't like being tricked. I don't like deodorant, and I like antiperspirant. I don't like deodorant that smells good. I don't like perfume. I don't like cologne at all. I don't like any scented products. I don't like being lied to. So if you're wearing makeup, I don't have a problem like, oh, don't wear makeup, it's unbecoming. It's more just like, don't lie to me. I want to see what you actually look like. If the whole point of makeup is like to trick a guy into thinking you're blushing when you see them, it's like, I don't get tricked by that. I know you don't really smell like the beach. You just want me to think you smell like the beach. What are you hiding? Beach? Let's see what else we got. This lady looks like the sister from the McPoyles, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Her name is True Purity. How old are you, True? 32? Oh, her name's Diana. That's embarrassing. Boomerang. Yeah, see, I didn't realize their real names are here. Well, anyway, I really like her face. She seems like someone you could really scream at and yell at. And that's the thing about these mail order brides is you can really just yell at them, and I don't want to say physically abuse. Of course, I would never physically abuse a woman. But this is the kind of lady, like, she'll cook for you all day, and if she does it wrong, she'll be ready for whatever you have coming her way in terms of arguments. And no problem, though. I have a feeling she's the kind of gal who could, hit right back. She'll play some ping pong with you in terms of arguments. Now, who's this? This is Sabina. She looks cute. She's kind of got like a Lana Rhoades, Lana Del Rey mixture going on, which is right up my style. It's hard to see on this picture. It's pretty blurry. It's pretty low resolution. But let's see. Sabina, she's 28. I like how she put 28 in her username to show like, yep, I'm 28. A year from now, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. Let's turn, that music's over. So let's, whoa. Hang on. Where are we? What happened? Look at you. That's a Runaway by Kanye. Holy shitballs. Whoa, okay. Ooh, Diana Louvre chick. Her name's Diana. She's 37. Now, this is another thing about the Ukrainian women, is even the 37-year-olds, even the hags, have quite the, she's good looking. This is Diana. I really like what I'm seeing here, Diana. I like blonde hair with brown eyebrows. That's a fun mixture. Like the girl from season 2 of White Lotus. I really like that. I don't know. It's so hard to pick. I mean, I guess that one's easy. I don't want to pick her. This is tough. Who should we put? Ooh, Wolf. This girl's name is Jessica. Nice. So right here, this is what's confusing. Her username is 1996 1510. I would assume she's born on October 15th in 1996. Although here it says she's 28. Oh wait, no, that's right. That math is right. That's embarrassing. Okay. Happy late birthday to you. What's your name? Czechoslovakia. Jessica. Oh, that's normal. All right. Well, I think I'm going to take Valerka. Let's see. Oh, she's 5'6". I like that. Body type slender. Now, is this saying this is describing her, or is this what she wants in a man? Because slender, okay, I'm slender. Weight, I'm heavier than 115, but she's looking for a 5'6" guy who's 115, but I'm 6 foot, about 180, 185, 190 on a good day. So I think she'd understand with my height that, that's going to come with a little extra poundage. I don't have blonde hair. I don't have blue eyes, but I am white. I think that's kind of weird to put in your dating profile, like you only want white guys, but I'm not going to argue with it. I am white. I guess I'll just reap the benefits of that. And let's see how easy it is to send her a message. Member login. All right. Harrison, sexy freak. That's my stuff. What's my password? Password is Bush started the fire 9/11. Whoa, invalid username or password. Harrison Sexy Freak. Oh, wait, it's not that one. It's Osama bin B-E-E-N Thuggin with an N. Login. All right, we're having some technical difficulties here, everybody. I'm going to take a bit of a pause here while we figure out what's going on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. We're back, everybody. We're back after some testicle difficulties there. Sorry about that. We're not going to worry about trying to log into that site. I'll do that later. You guys already saw the lady I picked. She was gorgeous. She was blonde, I think I recall. Funny story about mail order brides. I knew a guy in Utah who I worked with that was about 70 who insisted his wife wasn't a mail order bride, but he was bragging about her. He was an old man, shorter than me. He dressed like Barnacle Boy, not even a joke. He always wore a big red sweater and goggles and blue gloves. It was very funny. He looked like Barnacle Boy. And he was explaining that, I got a 21-year-old girlfriend. I got a 21-year-old girlfriend from Cambodia or Thailand or something, Bangkok. Yeah, Thailand. And we were kind of confused. How'd you meet this woman, Brian? And he explained to us, I met her online. I was on a video chatting site where women just flock to old men with money. I met her online. She's got no ulterior motives. She doesn't have a green card. She really wants to move to America for a better life with her son, and she happens to be in love with me. And about $25,000 later, they're married. How incredible is that? That's her on the flight coming over here, counting her freaking money up while this guy is about to keel over in 10 days and she's going to get all of his money. But no, he insists they're in love. And then was just, like I said, bragging about how hot she was because she's 21. And you do have that thought of like, dude, you were 50 when she was 1. That makes you a pedophile. You just waited it out. Gross. Gross. So that was gross. But there's all my actual experience with mail order brides. I don't get it. I don't know how you could marry someone who doesn't love you. I don't understand prostitutes for the same reason. Like, look, let's say you go on a dry spell, you haven't had sex in a blue moon. You haven't had sex in a while. You might go, well, I'll just get a prostitute. It's like, don't you have to be in love with the women to have sex with them in a good way? You know what I mean? Like, if you're just going to jack off into a person, just jack off. You know, I just don't get it. And I'm sure I'm in the minority here. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's why you come to this show, to hear Harrison's take on things. You don't want to listen to the guy who says exactly what everyone else thinks, but that is really how I feel. I don't know why you would want to have sex with a prostitute when the exchange of money is proof that she's not into it. Doesn't that creep you out? Doesn't that feel like a that you just paid your way out of? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That reminds me, I hate when people say, like, they try to think outside the box, and they say things like, yeah, if you're getting fined for a crime, it just means that crime is legal for a fee. Shut up. You mean, okay, so when you buy a car, is that your logic? Like, yeah, the car is actually free. You just got to pay the guy $28,000. Boom. What are you talking about? Shut up. Shut up. Let's just not have laws then. Okay, would you rather go to jail for catching fish that are not the right size and the game warden catches you? I'd much rather pay a $500 fine than go to jail. Stupid. It's a stupid way to think, and I don't like people thinking outside the box when they don't know what they're doing. Classic example, a guy I went to college with, he wanted to write films, and he was always trying to come up with a funny joke, and I've come up with 1,000 funny sketch ideas. I won't list them here because they're probably not funny, but my go-to example of something he would say is, hey, what if a guy sat to pee and a girl had to stand? Or what if you had to sit to pee and you stood to shit? It's like, hey, just flipping something upside down doesn't make it outside the box. You have to think about the logistics of it. That's what makes a sketch funny, is an absurd thing, and then the real things that would happen because of that thing being so absurd. I don't know. It's embarrassing, and it's upsetting that I went to school with people that don't know what comedy is. Anyway, cheers to that, everybody. Who's that? I swear I have a doorbell here somewhere. Oh, yeah. He's getting impatient. I'll be right there. I'm drinking. Anyway, I told you last week that Macaulay Culkin was coming to Erie, Pennsylvania to do a screening of the classic Christmas movie Home Alone. Yes, everybody loves Home Alone. Everybody loves Macaulay Culkin. Unfortunately, Erie was in a state of emergency this week, and after snow started flurrying on Black Friday, and by the time the show was supposed to start Sunday, Erie was under about 4 feet of snow. That's right, 4 feet of snow. We hate snow on this show, and the show was subsequently canceled. So I know you were all looking forward to from the last episode, oh, what's Harrison going to say to Macaulay Culkin, his new best friend? Sorry, burp. And I got nothing for you because I didn't meet him because he pussied out of meeting me. It wasn't his fault, or it was his fault. It wasn't my fault. I had a lot of questions prepared for Macaulay before he canceled the show. And if you don't believe that this happened, look it up. There's no lies going on here. The show is supposed to happen December 1st. I talked about it last week, and then they canceled it. I had a lot of questions. They were going to do a Q&A. I couldn't come up with what to talk to him about. A few of my questions I have written down here. I was going to stand up on the microphone and go, yes, Macaulay, I have a question. Can I have $20? And then run away. I don't know what to ask him. It's going to be the stupid stuff that you just read on IMDb. It's going to be, hey, Macaulay, I heard Joe Pesci bit your finger and gave you a scar. Can I see it? And he'll go, well, he did bite me pretty hard and it left a scar. But, for a scar to last from 1991 to now, it would basically have to mean that he broke and ripped off my entire finger. So no, that scar went away. That's not how bodies really work with a minor scratch like that. What else do we have here? Hey, Macaulay, do you know nobody likes you? I mean, that'd be funny. That'd be a funny thing to ask a guy who's visiting you in a blizzard after everyone watches Home Alone, and then you just tell him no one likes you. How about this? Imagining that Macaulay Culkin was Joe Pesci and not realizing that Macaulay Culkin's the kid in the movie and not the burglar. Macaulay, I have a question for Macaulay Culkin. How was it working with Robert De Niro on Goodfellas and then Casino and then The Irishman? And then, of course, he'd have to explain to me, the idiot, that he's not Joe Pesci. Anyway, those all went to the wayside after they canceled the show, so I was expecting this episode to be all about my friendship with Macaulay Culkin and how he's going to be on the show now, but no, that's not going to happen anymore because he, the guy who starred in a Christmas movie, is afraid of a little snow. Regardless, Colin and I went out instead that day to buy a television. We decided instead of sitting inside all day and getting depressed about Macaulay Culkin, we were going to drive up to New York State, not the city, and buy a television. It was Cyber Monday, so Colin found a good deal on a TV online, but it said, hey, this TV you're looking at that's on sale is actually in the store. So we were like, well, hey, let's make the drive out there. Let's show them the price online, get them to price match it. We'll leave with a TV. Now, keep in mind, the place we were going in New York was also in a state of snowy emergency. So as you can imagine, hilarity ensued. As soon as Colin and I got in the car, we realized how bad of an idea it was to go on a hours-long drive into the snow in the middle of the woods. I mean, we're talking northern Pennsylvania into the New York border. There's nothing around but trees. That's where Louisville Slugger gets its trees from. Other than that, there's nothing around. So we start making this drive, and Colin starts sliding on the roads, gripping, losing grip, losing friction, losing traction. We're slipping and sliding, and we see these big hills coming up in order to get to the Walmart. So we make a detour. We know we can't make it through these hills, and even though it's getting snowier and snowier, we're not going to be able to get up this hill, so let's just keep driving through the snow, and we'll go around this big mountain. You know what? It was okay. We ended up getting to the store on time. We ended up getting there safe and sound. We walk into the store. We talk to the lady. I didn't know what TV Colin was looking at. I used to work at the Walmart electronics department, so I'm pretty familiar with what we have in stock globally in Walmarts. Colin asked the lady come over and help him because she asked, like, hey, what can I do for you guys? And he said, do you have the SNUBBED TV? And everybody just looked at us going, SNUBBED? What the hell is SNUBBED? She looked at us up and down, getting a good look at my gloves and my melted hands, and said, no, I've never even heard of that brand. Is there anything else I can help you with? And then we're embarrassed because we risked our lives getting out here, but we don't want to leave empty-handed because we risked our lives, and we were in the mood of getting a TV, or Colin was. I'm speaking on behalf of Colin. But fast forward to the end, we do leave empty-handed. And it was embarrassing because we did risk our lives to get there. But we knew we weren't going to go home without buying something. So we drove over to the Olive Garden to eat, and we were starving, so we got a lot more food than we really needed. We bought 2 appetizers, which is something I've never done in my life, let alone with only one other person to share it with. We got the shrimp and calamari, which sounds Japanese, but is Italian. Does anyone else think like that? Calamari, you just assume is some Japanese weird thing. They like tentacles, and calamari sounds Japanese if you say it like that, but it's Italian. What? Anyway, it was very good. But yes, the snow is still coming down, and we decided to stop for lunch instead of driving back home before it got worse. Anyway, we ate. It was great, and we left. And the snow is getting worse and worse. Now, they hadn't plowed the roads yet. We're driving back the way we came, and we get back. We finally pass that big hill, but get back to the roads where we stayed on in order to get back home. And we were cut off at an intersection by a snowplow, which was fine. I mean, normally getting cut off, you're upset. But this was a snowplow, and he was turning up the road we needed to get to. And now that the snow's coming down even harder, we knew we weren't going to be able to go back the way we came. But the snowplow cuts us off, luckily, so we get behind the snowplow. He starts plowing. We're flying up this road. We got no problem with the grip, no problem with the traction. We didn't need the winter tires out. And suddenly, the snowplow stops right in front of us and starts backing up. The snowplow's backing up now into the car with Colin and myself, the Volkswagen car, not made to withstand being crushed by a snowplow. So I tell him, well, get out of the way, go around him quick. Because we didn't want to back up back into the intersection. So we go around the snowplow, and then we're like, good thing we got that guy out of our way. Let's cruise, baby. We make it about 10 feet before Colin's car starts getting stuck in the snow. Luckily, we were able to turn around and get home. It added about an hour and a half to our trip, but I did think it was very funny to be stuck or have a tough drive ahead of us. We get cut off by a snowplow, and within about 10 seconds, we realized, let's just pass this asshole. We passed the snowplow and then immediately get stuck. And then we had to do a 3-point turn on a very busy road, very scary in the snow, but we made it out alive. How was that for a story, everybody? That was my Black Friday. What else do we have here? Yeah, well, that was my Black Friday. The only other thing I had written down here was what I bought, which was that pair of gloves, and I bought a bunch of corduroy pants on sale. Did you guys get anything exciting for your Black Friday? I'd like to hear it in the comments below.
Some kind of newness?
Not with my new pants, sir. Whoa, pen is slipping. That's Black by Pearl Jam. Anyway, do you guys want to see what I do when I'm very bored? When I'm very bored, I just throw on some YouTube guys in the background to just kind of relax me, and I have put together the best 3 of videos to watch for any different kind of mood, but bored mood that you might be in. Well, I will show you this guy first because we've talked about him already on last week's episode of the show. This is Arcade Matt. Do you remember him? This is the guy who goes and plays the claw machine and tells you how to freaking win stuffed animals at wherever, Target, Walmart, Texas Roadhouse. Let's just click on the first one here. There better not be an
I don't
ad.
like making these types of videos, and I wasn't going to make this type of video to begin with. I ended up getting sick.
This is literally the worst one I could have picked. He got hacked and needs our help. Let's go back. Let's pick this one.
You're not a child.
There's an ad. We're muting that. We're not listening to this ad. I'm not playing ads on YouTube. Turn this off. Nobody look. Nobody look. Let's see what this guy's got.
Oh, look, it's inching. Can we get the $1 bill? I found a
This
high limit
is
coin
number
butcher.
one video. This is video number 1 of people to watch while you're bored. This is Matt3756, as he used to be known. I guess since last week I realized he's actually called Arcade Matt now. He's got almost 2 million subscribers just from playing arcade games. I'm a big fan of arcade games, so this really calms me down when I'm in an upset or bored mood. Let's watch this for a second just to see, just so I can prove to you how fun this is.
The thing about this is the quarter. Oh,
Look at that.
my,
He's
that was
winning
not bad. The
quarters,
have, like,
baby.
this weird grease on them, and I think that's what makes them stick a little
He
bit.
teaches about quarter grease.
Come on, get that
Look
coin,
at this.
baby.
He always got a
Get
good
it.
close-up.
Oh, let's put it
I
right
highly
on the
recommend
top.
everyone bored go out and check out Arcade Matt. This is a freaking. He just makes these videos fun, and he wins a lot of money along the way. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt, for being on the show. What else do we have here? Thank you, Matt. This is Express TV Mounting. Do you guys know this guy, Express TV Mounting? He's the African-American gentleman that you probably have seen on your YouTube shorts or TikTok or whatever, showing you how to set up a perfect mounted TV. Let's check him out. Whoa! He's got great edits. He's extreme. Oh, I'm scrolling here.
How you do? Wait, where you going? How you do that?
Let's see how you set up 4 TVs for the big game.
Yeah, that was super weird. I don't know why the boys said that. That was before, and this is after right here. So welcome to part 2.
Look at that gaming
Part 3,
setup,
show you
guys.
How we did the Jumbotron.
With a
We have this
Jumbotron.
TV Unistrut right here, and some mounts that were sent to us by Crimson.
Whatever.
Only concern
This
about
guy's
this
cool.
was
This
cutting
guy's
it
got
because it
good
is
videos on his channel. He catches your eye with a YouTube short, and then before you know it, you click on the real video. He's explaining, I don't need a TV mounted. Look, I got a TV right here. I got a TV across me. I got a TV over there. I got a TV up in my room. This guy makes mounting TVs extremely entertaining. You might not think that's entertaining. I'm telling you, click on his channel. You won't be able to stop. I guess that's my point. These are addicting YouTube channels. So if you're bored, throw these on. You will kill 3 hours watching this guy mount televisions. What's this guy's name, by the way? I feel bad calling him the Black TV guy. He doesn't have a name. He's Express TV mounting. He mounts TVs. If you're in the Austin, Texas area, that's my southern voice, hire this man, Seinfeld style, to mount your TV. We got one more for you. This is a good one to fall asleep to. Now, I know that sounds rude. Hey, let's find a video of a guy that makes you want to fall asleep. No. This is just a very calming man. You never get to see his face. You only see him work with his fingers. This is a very calming guy. This is the perfect channel to get some rest to. And as soon as this ad is over, I'm going to put it on the screen. That's right. You may have guessed it. This is Mr. Wristwatch Revival. He buys old Rolexes and old expensive watches on eBay or gets them sent into him that don't work, and then he just completely takes them apart and puts them back together. Now, it's funny watching guys like this on YouTube because you might have seen this with like phone repairs or Xbox repairs or watch repairs. And all it seems like these guys do is just take apart the console or the watch or whatever. Jeez. And then put them back together and they work again. That's how every single one of these videos goes. He just completely takes the watch apart. If he needs to replace a piece, he will, but essentially he puts the watch back together and then it just works perfectly. So it tricks you into thinking, oh, I could fix watches if I had the time. No pun intended. Let's watch him. He's very calming.
On it as well. And the reason for that is because this is a watch that I got from a Patreon supporter of mine named Jason. And this watch belonged to his dad. And
his father gave up his watch. Anyway, thank you very much, TV mount guy and Wristwatch Revival. These guys all have millions of subscribers, so I don't know why I'm giving them a shout out. I'm just giving you I'm not giving them a shout out. I'm giving you guys advice as to who to watch when you are bored, because we're always bored these days. Am I right? Everyone's attention spans get slower and shorter and shorter. So we're all looking for a quick fix onto what we can watch on YouTube, and those are some good options for you. The TV guy's got shorts. Matt's got 20-minute videos. Wristwatch Revival spend 45 minutes fixing a watch, so it's perfect for any mood you're in. Believe me, okay? Believe me. I do want to show you a couple more things before we go. First of which, have you guys heard back in like home ec class that wait, let me see something real quick. Yeah, have you guys heard back in home ec class that liquid and solid measuring cups are different sizes? Have you guys heard this? That's the one I meant to play. Well, I want to finally put that to the test on this show. So give me a second here while I get my measuring cups. Here we are. All right. We've got a Pyrex measuring cup here from 1995, I think. This is back when they still made them with silica or something. Anyway, this measures out to a cup. This is a solid measuring cup that holds 1 cup. Let's take some water and put it in here. First of all, I want to get some music. So give me a second here while I get some music going. All right, we're back. There's some game show music for you. You guys know the rules. I'm going to put 1 cup of water in the liquid one and then pour that into the solid one and see if it's exactly the same. I've been told by school teachers that this is not going to work. I got to make sure ice doesn't come out here. All right, let's try it with the glass first. There's ice in here. How much can we get in here? All right, we don't have enough, but I don't want to get ice in it. Let's see how much of the rest of the beer I could put in here to get up to a cup. All right, that's exactly 1 cup, everybody, and there's still a little beer left over. Everyone at home can take the rest of the sips of your beer. All right, this is the moment of truth, everybody. How much time on this music we got left? Oh, quite a bit. So can you guys see here, this is exactly 1 cup. Let's hold it up. It's a little crooked there, but I promise you, I'm not lying. Let's pour it into the solid measuring cup to prove once and for all, is there a difference? Oh boy. This music changed perfectly. I'm trying to be slow here. Oh, it's pouring over, everybody. Can you see that seeping over the side of the cup here? It's pouring out. Quick, beer. Luckily, I saved it just in time. I guess, everybody, that proves my hypothesis, which I guess I didn't tell you. That was a terrible experiment. They are different sizes. Your school teachers are correct. School teachers know what they're talking about. I should have put in this one first and then this one so I could have drank this. But now I will drink the beer like a dog. Watery. Don't worry. I came prepared with plenty of napkins to clean this up, assuming that this wasn't going to work and being correct. Well, I don't know, but those are the questions I like to ask because I don't like to trust people blindly. I know if you've been in a home ec class, you've heard that story before that you need to measure solids with solid cups and, liquids with liquid ones, but no one ever tells you why. They just say you gotta. They kind of hint that it doesn't add up to the same. But can someone explain why not? Why do we have 2 different kinds of cups? It doesn't make sense. Here's a cup. Here's a cup. No one explains why whoever invented the difference of them didn't have them add up to the same thing. Wouldn't it be a whole lot easier if a cup of flour was the same as a cup of water? It's not. And not by much. Not a lot of beer spit out of this. I mean, enough to soak this napkin, but not enough to... I don't know. Not that much. Let's just be honest. You guys all saw it, not that much. So that was a fun little game we played on the show. I think, to be quite honest with you, that might be all I have on the show. I contemplated, like we rated the women on the Mail Order Bride site, I contemplated playing a game called Rate My Hinge, which is when I go on Hinge and then laugh at all the girls that I think are ugly. But until I can get a way to figure out how to get my phone on the screen, we're not going to play that. I have no problem with that being a rude thing to play. I don't care. You put it on the app. I'm going to watch it. But I think that might be all we have here. I mean, we've been going for 43 minutes. That's pretty good. And we got to play a couple games along the way. I just hope you all did have a very nice Thanksgiving. We're in December now. It's time for Christmas. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. And I just hope you all have a very nice rest of your week. I know it's Saturday. I hope you have a good Sunday. And then after that, I hope you have a great week. Of course, I'll see you again like I did last week. And today, and the week before that, I will see you next Saturday with another episode of Hotel Charlie. If you thought this one was fun, be prepared for that one because I have a lot in the works for you guys coming down the pipeline of the December schedule. I guess the last thing I can say, I meant to say this earlier, but I hinted at this on the first episode, but Colin, you know him, you love him. I talked about him earlier. We drove in the snow together. Colin and I drove across the country from Utah to Pennsylvania, and while I was visiting him for Thanksgiving, he and I sat down for 2 hours and recorded the entire escapade, and that will be going on to the Patreon. So if you're interested in this show and you're interested in seeing Colin, you're interested in hearing what we do behind the scenes, we sat down in person and had an entire discussion and went on for 2 hours while we went over the entire trip. So if that interests you, that will be on the Patreon very, very soon if it's not already up. I mean, it's recorded, so just depending on when I sit down and actually upload it to the Patreon, it will be on there very soon. So If you want to support the channel, please go onto the Patreon. It's only $1 a month, and there's going to be stuff on there for you. Otherwise, if there's not stuff on there for you, just subscribe for the sake of benefiting the channel, helping out the channel so I can keep doing these videos for you guys. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to sit and I don't know why I did that. I don't like doing that. I just got into a little bit of a salesman groove there. It'll be worth your while. If you don't subscribe to the Patreon, you will die. You rub it on your skin, and it makes you live forever. But that's all I have for this episode, so I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all are excited for next week when I do the exact same thing. All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I spilled beer all over. I'm going to try to drink the rest of this out of this cup.